Welcome everybody to a Minecraft tutorial from the Gamers Brew. As always, I am Brandon of the Gamers Brew, and welcome to our Minecraft testing world. It is 1.14, and you know what that means. That's right. In Bedrock Edition and in Java now we do have honey blocks, honeycombs, honeycomb blocks. Heck, we got bees, we got beehives, we got bees nests, and everybody's wanting to know what's the best way to harvest as much honey automatically as possible. And do we have a awesome, cheap, easy to build, and completely expandable build for you today? Let us head over as I go ahead and show you and explain how this works. And here we are now in our bee testing ground. After multiple builds and multiple attempts, we have come up with the easiest, cheapest, and most efficient expandable farm, thanks to the help of one of my moderators, Igthife, over on the Gamers Brew Discord. We have come up with this 2-capsule system that is shaped like a U and is completely collapsible upon itself in order to form a completely expandable system on both sides of itself, where you can then run a hopper chain through the bottom of it for the collection system. It makes this very easy, very efficient, and the best thing is you get more than a stack of honey bottles an hour easily. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and show you how to build this. It is very easy. If you want full list of items in the description, but we're going to go ahead and go right into this right away. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get yourself 3 dirt blocks. It does not matter the type of dirt it is, as long as you can place flowers on it. It is all that it really needs. And speaking of which, we're going to go ahead and grab those flowers right away. And you can go ahead and place 1 tall flowers. You can place 2 tall. Really, the choice is yours, but I do like the 1 tall flowers because then you can really see the bees as they're going through. And then you're going to want to go ahead and place this hopper down. This hopper is going to be a part of your collection system when this is all done. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and continue with the glass and go ahead and create yourself this very simple dome. Now, after which you're going to want to go ahead and sit down and, not there. You want to go ahead and stick your beehive there, and what you're going to want to make sure is that your beehive has 3 bees in it. The bees are going to want to go immediately to those flowers that you have within your little glass cage here, but you are going to want to make sure to cover up the backside of the beehive in order to make sure that they do not escape. So after that is done, what you can go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and start layering this for the redstone. It is very easy. What you're going to want to do is make this D-like shape and then run a line here. Then after that, you're going to want to go ahead and grab yourself a chest, comparators, and some redstone, and 1 quick fill block. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and put down your chest, take your fill block, put it in there, and then you're going to go ahead and place down your comparators. Oh, looks like I went 1 too far over. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do that. There, and go ahead and set this to subtract mode. You need to make sure that it's in subtract mode. If it is not working, that is probably why. At which point there, you can now run your redstone over to your dispenser. Now in your dispenser, you're going to want to completely fill that with glass bottles. This will not work unless you have it completely filled with glass bottles. This is probably going to be the most expensive part of your build, but since you need the glass bottles anyways for the honey, it's kind of a no-brainer. You're going to want to have a lot. Go ahead and also stick a dispenser on top for easy loading, because when this is all finished building, you're going to have a hard time getting to your dispenser anyways. So with that, it makes it much easier to go ahead and autofill it. If you feel comfortable with it, go ahead, place a chest, fill that with glass bottles as well. This thing will run until it runs out of glass bottles. So once that is done, you've basically got this done. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys real quick how you go ahead and get the bees taken care of. So as I said earlier, you're going to want to make sure that you have a beehive with at least 2 to 3 bees. And then what you're going to do here, we're going to simulate that with some bee eggs. And there we go. There's our 3 bees from our beehive. Now, the idea behind this is because of the bees in there, you're going to want to go ahead and try to get 5 bees. That's what these trapdoors are for. They're to keep the baby bees in there while also allowing you to feed the bees to breed them through the hole. Looks like we missed one. Let's go ahead and... Oh, there he is. There we go. Once the bees breed, they will create that little baby inside of there, and that baby will not be able to get out now because the baby can fit through here. Now, many of you guys are wondering why we need some extra bees in there. Now, the reason for that is you want to have 5 bees. I know it seems like an odd number, but the idea is 3 bees will always be able to fit inside of the hive. In the meantime, 2 bees will be sitting out back here being able to collect pollen, and as bees leave the hive, the bees with the pollen will then enter the hive and take their place, thereby making a constant rotation of bees. It makes it really easy to get a constant state and flow of honey going. 5 seems to be the ideal number after about 3 hours of testing with different groups between 3 bees, 4 bees, 5 bees, and 6 bees. Over the period of 3 hours of testing, this seems to be the best combination. It gives you the most without any loss. 6 bees does give you a loss because they have a tendency of trapping themselves between each other in here, while just having the additional 2 does allow them to make it to the nest much easier. At this point, guys, you are done with your build. This is it. This is 1 capsule. You can leave it at that if you want, but you can also create this U shape, as you see over here, which, again, is completely expandable and stackable upon itself. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that, and then show you how to connect them together. So let me go ahead and build this mirror, and then we will show you how to stack these together. Alright guys, and there you have it. Here is the final design. As you've seen, all you have to do is mirror the build. And again guys, if it's still not working, please make sure that this is in subtraction mode. Make sure you only have 1 item in there, and then also make sure that this is completely filled with bottles. Now, I'm going to show you guys quick how to go ahead and stack these together to show you how infinitely expandable these are. So first off, what you're going to want to do is you're going to go ahead and set up your 3 dirt just like we would already, but as you can see, we already have that wall of glass. So all you're going to have to do now is go ahead and build up that wall. Go ahead and set yourself that cage, and then get yourself those flowers in there first off. And then what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to go ahead and set the next hopper. And like I said, always make sure the hoppers are facing down, guys, because this is going to be our collection system. We'll go ahead and set that up as soon as we get this done. And then what you're going to want to do is come up here. Go ahead and place that down into there. Go ahead and immediately cover that up. And then from there, it's very simple. You're going to need your dispenser. You can go ahead and glass that side up. Go ahead, take your random blocks that you're going to use for building. Remember guys, if you want to though, you can also build this at ground level. Just because I'm building this above ground, this is just to show you underneath and just the rough design. You can build this completely at ground level. Just make sure ahead of time that you do dig yourself a spot for the collection system. So what you're going to want to do is make sure that you dig yourself a line 1 under the ground level just for your collection system. Because you do not want to be doing that while you have the bees. Accidentally set the bees up and then all of a sudden, oh no, look, bees are everywhere. The bees are everywhere. Because trust me, that is just a mess. You don't want bees everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this. As you can see though, just from this, you just set it up as normal. Go ahead, grab your comparators, grab your chest, throw your chest down. Again, put the comparators in. Go ahead, set that to subtraction mode. Go ahead and stick something in the box before I fall off here in creative mode. And then don't forget also, guys, trapdoors, trapdoors, and stairs. Stairs are your friend, guys, because it really saves it. And then we'll go ahead and fill this up, because this one is actually ready to go now. Alright, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and build the second side here, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do the collection system after that. Alright guys, and there you go. It is completely built. As you can see how interlocking this entire system is. It is very nice and compact and completely 100% expandable. You can completely run it to the right. You could run it to the left. You can have it go as far as you would like. You could even build it vertically if you want. Just make sure to leave enough room for your hopper lines or other collection systems. In fact, you know what? I'm going to quick show you guys a quick hopper line here, or a couple ideas for a collection system if you want. You could run a water-based line if you want, similar to what I did in my first build here, where you could have all the hoppers basically connect and then just run a water stream to push it up above ground. You could run a hopper line underground and just run it to a chest and just go like this down the center. Oop. And then just connect the hoppers like so. I am having trouble with hoppers. Please make sure that your hoppers are facing the right direction, because that does make all the difference. I know some people are like, why aren't my hoppers working? Well, just make sure that they are going in the right way. You can see which way they're going based on how they're looking, and if you're having a hard time placing them into each other, just remember, all you have to do is crouch. And then let's go ahead and see here, and yep, it is collecting. I did empty this out right before, just check it out, and you can see it kind of fell down there when I was checking out. But don't forget, if you do not want to use up all that iron, you can do something as simple as just running some chests underneath and just let it go crazy, and then just run a little tunnel underneath if you want. I mean, this is a very cheap and easy build. It only uses a small amount of redstone comparators. The beehives are probably the hardest thing to get, and even that is not that terrible. So guys, again, I would like to thank Ignite for helping come up with this design. If you like this design, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Gamers Brew. Check us out over on Discord, so you can join the conversation there in our Minecraft page over there. If you want to, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch as well. And thank you all again, and I will see you guys all for the next tutorial. And I'll see you guys all next time. Peace.